Hi, I'm Grant Hedefin, Global Director of Education for NauticEd, and welcome. This is probably one of the first introductions you've got to NauticEd, so what we want to do is just sort of get to know me a little bit, get to know NauticEd a little bit. I'm going to show you around a couple of things that we do, and then you can dive in a little bit deeper. And we want to make this more of a personalised experience rather than just interacting with a website. So if you're calling us or emailing us, you know that, hey, this is me on the other end of the line and my staff as well. So let's get going a little bit. So just to sort of start off, our tagline, the world's most advanced sailing education and certification. And you know what, we really are. We have invested a massive amount of funds and energy into our technology and our e-learning platform. And it's our platform. We wrote it from scratch with our programmer, and really because there's so much to what we need to do, we didn't want to just bring in any other platform and then be limited by what they can do. So ours is unique, and we wrote it ourselves. So just to start off with, we've got 24 courses online that you can dive into and sort of pick and choose what you want to do. We call that sort of a la carte courses, or you can just sort of follow our ranking system, and that's the way we recommend. Start out with a skipper rank, go to bareboat charter master, and then finally on to captain. So that's a good way to get started. It's kind of like Boy Scouting it, I guess. So there's 2 free courses that we've given you online when you log in. It's a basic sail trim course, and the second one is a navigation rules course. And we kind of felt that these courses were fundamental. You need to know this stuff. If you're a sailor, you need to know about the wind and how it works and interacts with the sail. So you'll see that, and you know, we've got some really cool little animations that you can play with online. And do grab hold of the little buttons and slide it, and you can see the sail coming in and out, and you can see what's happening to the wind. And sometimes with these interactive things, I believe that we can explain stuff better online using an interactive system than you can actually, in some cases, sitting on the boat. Because if you're sitting on the boat, the instructor is going to be saying, okay, well, look up there at the sail and you can see the wind going past the sail, and you can't, right? You just can't see the wind, especially not as a new person. As an experienced sailor, you know what's happening with the wind, you can see the sail, but as a new person, no. Grab one of these animations, pull the sail in, you can see exactly what's going on, and that's the power of e-learning over just a plain old style book. So that, and then navigation rules, that's essential. If you're going to get on the water, you got to know the rules of the road, and that, hands down, no argument there. So we just gave you that course, and we really want you to just give that course to other people out there as well, because if you're on the water, I'm kind of thinking that you probably want to make sure that the other guys that are on the water know the rules as well. So that's cool. So now, certification wise, we are extremely unique in the world. Nobody else is doing what we do, and really what we've become absolute experts at is creating a resume for you. And we always say a resume is what gets you a job, right? A really good job. If you come out of university and you've just got a degree, you're going to get an entry-level job. And a degree is just like taking a course. But if you've got experience and a degree, then that's where you're going to start getting the better jobs, the management style jobs. So what we do is we help you build your resume. We build your resume through the courses, and we build your resume through your logbook, where you actually log your experience online. And we build your resume with instructors. If an instructor comes in and signs off, they can digitally stamp your resume. We have a practical way of becoming what we call just a good boater, doing good boater activities, and that's through our badging system. So if you're engaging in our badges, that means you're engaging in the right kind of activities to be a good boater. So that goes onto your resume. We have a CrewMates system where if a crewmate signs off on your resume or signs off on your logbook entry via email, they just click a button that's going to authenticate your resume. So now you're starting to build an authenticated resume of practical experience, all the tests and courses that you've gone through with us. So that's what we are really, really good at, and nobody in the world is doing this. And so this is why we get the calls every day saying, we're glad we found you. So now what we also do is we create a ranking and leveling system for your resume. So what we do is we match the courses that you're taking, and we match the theory, match the practical that you've done actually on the water. So courses and theory, practical on the water, and as they rise up together, you're going to start to get rank. And so that's the best way that we can use that to create a two-line word that just goes out to a charter company. I'm a bareboat charter master level 3. If you're that, then there's no charter company in the world that's going to turn you down for bareboat chartering, because that's what they want. And how we created that was we actually went out to the charter companies and said, what would you like? What's the best model student? What would they know? What would they know about anchoring? What would they know about bareboat chartering and navigation, electronic navigation, and things and systems on the boat? And how much experience do you want them to have? So if you've gone through our system, and our system is running its little algorithm in the background, and it's matching everything, and you pop out at bareboat charter master level 3, that's where you're going to be able to charter a boat anywhere in the world, from any charter company. And I'm just going to add a little caveat to that. In the Mediterranean, you'll need the ICC, that's the International Certificate of Competence, and we'll talk some more about that in some of the other videos. And you can just pop around a quick little bit and have a look at the RYA Day Skipper course, and that'll give you plenty of information there about the ICC. So that's kind of it. It's just taking a quick look at NauticEd, our e-learning system, our e-learning platform. It's just so amazing. The courses, the tests, being able to put it all together, run all the practical side by side. And then on top of that, we've actually developed a really cool system called SeaTalks, and that's a nano-forum. So as you get into the courses, take a look at the top right hand side, and what you'll see is a little button called, you'll see module content, and you'll see SeaTalks. And SeaTalks is a nano-forum where you can go into specifically the content on that page, and you'll be able to make a comment, ask a question, add certain things that you know about. If something is confusing you, you can make a little comment there, and the community will come back in and help you with your learning system. So that's the power of e-learning. So anyway, thanks very much for tuning in to this first introduction video, and you'll see me in plenty of other videos around just sort of helping you out with everything else. In the meantime, right now I'm just going to lead you through the website, just so you can get a good introduction to how to navigate through the website. Bye. So up here is the My NauticEd button. Anytime you click that, that leads you back to what we call the home page on the back end of it. So here's some giant big buttons. It's right here. So this is your curriculum button. All your courses that you have purchased in your curriculum, plus the 2 free courses that we give you. So it'll tell you a little bit of information. Each button here tells you a little bit of information about what's going on with you. So the most recent working course is Bareboat Charter Clinic, and here's Run the Course Calculator to see your personalized recommended courses. So when you get started, you want to start a course, you always click on this curriculum button here. Logbook button, that's about all of your logged entries for your experience, where you've been out on a boat, and it also gives you a bit of information what your rank is, and what your next rank might be, and what your progress towards your next rank is, and number of crewmates, and how many days you've logged out on the water. If you'll notice up here, this is a model student that we have set up, Joseph Saylor. And anytime you want to click on your profile or learn information about yourself that you've got up there, just click on this. You can edit your profile here. There's always an issue button here. If you're finding an issue with something that's going wrong with the software, just click on that, and then this is how you log out. And this is your profile completion amount, so that you can get a fully completed profile for our resume. Just down over here, badges. Shows how many badges you've got awarded. Joseph has got 5 out of 10 badges, and his status, really big time sailor. Sailing resume. This is a button which tells you if you are qualified to charter a boat on a sailing vacation. If we think that you're qualified, we'll put this up here. So, and then also it'll give you information about if your verified practical competency is complete from a sailing school. And then just here, gifts and how to get free courses. And then here's a button that you should probably click on very early when you get started with NauticEd. It's how NauticEd works. It's all the videos and everything to get through, understand all the sailing resumes, understand badges, understand logbook and everything like that. So that's what you should do there. So let's just dive right into a curriculum. And first thing you'll notice here is my courses, your incomplete courses that you haven't finished, and your recommended courses. And right here is a recommended courses widget that we put together, and it'll ask you a few questions about your sailing habits, and based on those questions we'll come up with a personalized recommended courses plan for you. So make sure you take that. And then here's all your past courses that you've completed. And then over on the right hand side here is how to promote yourself, how to gain rank, what courses you need to take, and things like that. Okay, so other courses of interest, ones that you might not have taken, and then down here are some of the apps and games and widgets that we have. So if we just go back to our past courses, and I'm just going to take you into a course just really quickly. So here's Joseph Saylor, who's completed the Skipper course. Here's the starting page for the Skipper course, and you'll see all of the course modules and everything here. So we'll just dive right into first module, and here's a page in the first module. Here is the table of contents. Anytime you want to jump around inside the module or take the test, just go right there. Next page, previous page. If the module exists in a PDF format, you can download it here. If you don't see that button, then it won't be in a PDF format. But again, we recommend that you don't use the PDF version just because you lose the interactivity when you do a PDF version. You can always jump back to the course start page right here, or go all the way back to your curriculum. And you'll notice I'm here. I've done this in another video, but we talk about what SeaTalks is. And SeaTalks is a nano-forum that represents questions and comments from all of our students about information that's on this page. Okay, so and then throughout the courses you'll see embedded videos, you'll see graphics, explanations, and things like that. So that's inside a course. Let's go back to my curriculum, and then also we can even go back to my NauticEd. So just tap on logbook here. So this is how you make an entry into your logbook, and so add logbook entry. This is the add logbook entry page. Here you can download your sailing certificate, get some instructions about how this page works here, view all of your logbook entries. So these are all of the entries that Joseph has made with his crewmates, and whether that entry has been authenticated or not. The vessels that Joseph Saylor has. So we've set up 3 vessels automatically in your profile that you can use. Just if you go out on a random boat on one day, just use one of these vessels, and you can also set up your own random boats, or you can set up your own vessels. This is how you manage crewmates in here. Add a crewmate, delete a crewmate, and just look on our blog site and understand more about our crewmates, or you can even click right here, learn more about what CrewMates does. And then other experience. This is the experience that charter companies also want to know. How many times have you done day anchoring, overnight anchoring, Mediterranean mooring, etc., etc., if you're a master of the boat or as crew. And then over on the right hand side here you'll see your progress and ranks. Skipper, bareboat charter master, and captain. So Joseph Saylor needs to do a little bit more work to get to captain. You can click on the more about ranks there, and you'll find out how to jump up to captain. And this is his level, his experience level, 0 through 5. So Joseph Saylor is a bareboat charter master level 3. Alright, that's just a quick look through logbook. Badges and sailing resume right here. So your sailing resume, this is the crux of everything that you do with NauticEd, is you're working to build your resume. So you're taking courses, you are logging your time, you're getting authenticated log time through your CrewMates, and you're getting signed off by sailing schools, and you're gaining badges. All of these things together culminate to create a sailing resume, an excellent sailing resume that you can present to a charter company. So here's a printer-friendly version. You can save it as a PDF. You can download your sailing certificate, and then you can also send this printer-friendly version straight to a charter company, and they will take a look at the resume. If you're sitting at bareboat charter master level 3, you're almost guaranteed anywhere in the world to be accepted to charter a boat, with the one caveat is that if you go to the Mediterranean, you need the ICC, and you can look on our site more about the ICC. So here's the resume, all the courses that Joseph has passed, his summary of his sailing experience as master of the vessel, as crew of the vessel, his powerboat experience, his operational experience, and then verified practical competency by a sailing school. Anytime you've got a question about something, just click on one of these and it'll pop up information about what's going on there. And then his other certifications. So looks like Joseph Saylor has got the Royal Yachting Association Day Skipper course. He passed it in 2006. And you can enter any other of your own certificates here. Alright, so that is a really good run through of exactly what's going on the back end. I think you'll be pretty impressed with what we're doing. And thanks. If you've got any questions, you can always just email us, phone call us. We love talking to our students. But just take a look through and have a little play around, and I think you'll see that NauticEd is one of the world's top e-learning companies, not sailing e-learning company. We're talking e-learning companies here because of the technology that we've invested into helping you grow your practical and your theory combined. That's where it comes together. You can go to university and you can learn about certain topics, but you haven't got any practical world working experience. So your resume is like your university degree plus all of your practical experience you've had working out in the world, and that's exactly what we've done here with NauticEd in our e-learning program. So thanks very much.